Hey, what's up everybody? So welcome to my channel. I'm Barry Laminack, and I have been making YouTube videos now for a couple months, and I started to do a daily show. And some of the feedback that I've got and some of the things that I've noticed about the videos that I've been making is that when I make videos in my office, which is where I'm at right now, there's a lot of echo. I didn't want that. I want my show to be as professional sounding as possible and professional looking as possible, which would make up for my unprofessionalism. But I wanted to start with the sound, and I figured that was something that I could tackle. This room is real echoey, this office. I've got really tall ceilings. I'll show you a picture of that in a second. I've got hardwood floors. I do have a carpet in here, but other than that, it's just an echo chamber, it sounds like. One of the big things I'm trying to do to reduce echo in this room is I went out and bought some acoustic panels from Audimute. And I didn't get the regular panels. They have this option where you can get custom foam panels that are any color you want. So I'm gonna show you those panels. I'm gonna come back to this spot when I'm done hanging these panels, and we're gonna do some tests. I'm gonna test what it sounds like now versus after these panels are hung. I've got foam for these back panels, the sheetrock here on either side. I had 1x2 panels cut for those as well. So I'll be hanging 2 there. And then in the rest of the room, I'll show you where I'm gonna hang the other panels. Okay, so I'm basically in the center of my room. I'm gonna kind of pan around and show you guys what goes on here. You can basically see I've got the microphone, and then I've got nothing but hard surfaces around there. Then if you come to the left here, you'll see that I've got this wall. I have this drum set that I don't know how to play or ever use. But this wall is to the left of me, and it's got a picture. Let me see if I can pan up here. It's got a picture of Abraham Lincoln, but this wall is just a big flat surface as well. So this is what's directly behind me when I'm sitting in my chair working or doing the show live. I'll turn these lights on, and yes, I do have carpet. But it's not huge, and it doesn't cover all the wood floors. This is the last look, and that's a wall that has nothing on it, and then there's the doors that go out into my entryway. It's just glass, so that's also a problem. So this is my ceiling, and you can see those indentions there, and I feel like sound is getting up in there as well and bouncing around. So I hope that camera work didn't make you sick there, but I just wanted to show you guys what my room looks like currently. And what I'm gonna be working with here and trying to resolve. Next step is let's get these panels hung, and then we'll do another sound test. Oh, one thing I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna set up my camera. I'm gonna set up my normal everyday setup the way I normally do my show, but instead of going live, I'm just gonna record locally. It'll still be the same audio effect and everything. And then I'll play that for you guys now, and then we'll do it again once I get these panels hung. So we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so I've got the camera going back there and my camera going here because I kind of wanted you guys to see how I do this. So I'm still mic'd up with the lav mic, and I'll be using that for now, but I want to jump back into this and check out how this sounds. So this is the same, this was the volume I'd had when I did the show on Friday. This is the same microphone location. You can see it's just out of frame. So it's as close as I can be to it. The lighting's not the normal lighting, but I didn't want to set this all up. This is just for sound. So you can see behind me, there's the wall, there's the flat surface. This is what it sounds like prior to installing the 6 Audimute panels. So now that I've got this recorded, I've got the lav mic, we've got that mic. Now let's put all this stuff in place and see how it sounds afterwards. I'll see you in a second. These panels here, they're just a regular looking foam. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a mushy foam, and this is what it looks like, the thickness of it. But what they do is they take this foam and then they just spray paint it with whatever color that you send to them, or unless you choose a stock color, because they have a bunch of stock colors. Here's the other one I bought. Little smaller. I bought these for behind my screen. So these are the 1x2 that I told you I bought to go on either side of my screens. The problem that I had with the shipping is it was decent time. It didn't take too long. One of the problems though was that when they ship them, they ship them with the painted side facing each other. So when I opened them all up, they were stuck together, and I had to basically pry them apart, which when I did that, the results is that a lot of this stuff, let me get this side here. A lot of this stuff, turn this light, comes out. You can see these big chunks. This is foam that's just been taken out, either from this one or from the other one that it was stuck to. You can see this big old, that's basically just a big chunk that's coming loose there. So not great. And a lot of it is coming out right here. In fact, damn, that's a big old chunk of it that's come loose here that I need to, wow. There you go. That's not great at all. Audimute, what are we doing here? What is that? So now I've got to paint all that and hope that it doesn't look like shit. But that was the problem, is that all of them were stuck together like this, and when you pull them apart, the results, you can see all those white dots, there's all the shit that gets pulled apart from it. So not a great way to package them, Audimute. Not impressed by that at all. And now I've got to take the time to paint it. They send you some paint. Let me go get that, hold on. So this is what they sent me to touch them up. Now on the website, they even talk about, oh, well, you know, sometimes it may be a problem. Sometimes you may get a few bumps and nicks. I would hardly say that this stuff that's coming loose is a bump or a nick. That's just poor planning on their part. So I'm not impressed with the way they shipped it. I've got a lot of painting now that I'm gonna have to do, because all 6 of the big panels are like that. The little ones aren't as bad, just a few little touch-ups here and there on the corners, and it should be good. But I don't like the fact that I paid whatever I paid for it. I don't remember exactly. But now I gotta go back and repaint them, and they're not even on the wall yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these tabs, they give you the instructions on how to do it. You basically take a tab, you put it on here. You just take one of these tabs, you mount it on this, and then it's supposed to hang. You put 2 of them here. So one here and then one here, and then you mount it on the wall. I'm gonna try not to show you all my butt crack either. One of the things that they tell you is, don't put these below where your sound is. So in other words, if I'm sitting at the desk, I wouldn't want to mount this down here, because if I'm sitting here and talking, there's no sound reverberating and bouncing around the room down there. If y'all see a cat running around, that's Oliver. All right, so 87 is gonna be about there. They say that there's a sticky on this. Boy, it's a good thing I stopped biting my fingernails. I do notice though that I know I'm getting old because my nose whistles. Like, you ever notice that old men, when they do stuff, you can hear their nose whistling? That's me now. These little screws are what you attach the plastic strips to the back panel. Then these dog anchors, you can see they're kind of weird looking, but those are what I'm gonna attach to the wall that the plastic thing will sit in, and kind of move it through there, and it slides up. And it should end up looking like that when it's on the wall. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's how it'll hang on the wall. Seems kind of weird screwing into foam. I don't know how that's effective, but I'll take their word for it. All right, I got a little bit of a gap on either of them. That should be enough for that to fit in there. Plus it's foam, it should give a little, I'm guessing. We'll find out. I don't feel like that got on there. Let's check the level. I don't think that looks right. Oh, hell no. Okay. That says it's level. That's one. So the big problem that I see with mounting these is being able to find the holes once you have the tabs on. Obviously you can't see, so you gotta kind of feel. It's not that difficult, you can kind of push, but it could be easier, I guess. All right, 4 more to go. This is Oliver, everybody. Say what's up, dude. Say what's up, everybody. What's up, party people? Coming out from the wall. Don't like that. Not much I can do about it. I just farted. I farted. I should have wore a belt. Alright, so screwed one up. For me, that's not bad. Man, see what I mean? Look how bad this is. Look at that. That is not good, Audimute. That's what you sent me? And I gotta color all this shit? Bro, that's awful. You guys need to get your shit together. Alright, so one thing I did learn on the 4th one is probably leave a little more gap than you think you should. It doesn't have to be razor thin between the screw and the wall. I left maybe 1/8 of an inch or more, and it seemed to be a little bit easier to find and install, so. Close enough. Okay, it is hot as hell in here. I feel like I can hear a difference in how I've cut down on the echo. I feel like now the echo is probably coming from the ceiling. Probably gonna have to buy more of those little ones and put them in those crevices in the ceiling, but I think that'll help quite a bit. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log in to my Ecamm Live studio that I use to broadcast, and we'll try what that mic sounds like. All right, so this is normally where I record at, and let me tell you what, I already feel like there's a huge difference in how this sounds. So test 1, 2, 3. I'll run this, and then what I'll do is I'll cut in something side by side and see how much better does it sound compared to what I had before. And I still don't have the 2 panels that I need behind me. You know what? I can just set them up and see how that sounds. Let me do that real quick. All right, so I have the door closed. I'm going to see what this sounds like with these 2 pads over here and how it affects using Ecamm Live and what I do when I broadcast every day. Just between us gals, those speakers aren't hooked up. So this now is the same thing that I was doing before, but now instead of just the panels in the room, I have those 2 extra panels mounted behind the microphone as well. And so I'm interested to see what this is, because I don't have headphones in. I feel like there's less echo in this room. I feel like there's a lot less echo. I don't know until I listen to all of this side by side, but I feel like this is also a good test. And I'm not even projecting because, again, my wife is asleep, so I don't want to wake her up. But I feel like when I do a show on Monday and then listen back to it compared to my show on Friday, I'm guessing there's going to be a big difference. And I kind of dig the look in the background with just the solid blue. I'm kind of digging that too. So look good. A lot of touch-up work to do, but hey, right now, just on my ear test, I think I like it. We'll see how it goes. Okay. This and check out how this sounds. So this is the same. This was the volume I had when I did the show on Friday. I feel like there's less echo in this room. I feel like there's a lot less echo. I don't know until I listen to all of this side by side. Anna and all 350 pounds of Anna are in a public swimming pool in her bra and panties. So I've upgraded the software and now I'm starting to upgrade the equipment. Well, one of the things I did is I removed all of the pictures and I've added acoustic foam. All right, so there you go, guys. This has been a couple of weeks since I've had these installed. It is June 28th. When I'm recording this, I installed them June 13th. I've done about 2 weeks worth of shows, and I can honestly tell a big difference. So I think the question becomes, is it worth $400? Which is what it cost me to get 6 large panels, 6 2x4 panels, and 2 1x2 panels. For me, it was worth it. I'm starting a YouTube show, and audio quality is a big part of what I'm trying to improve. So for me, the investment, I think, was worth it. I think I could use a few more in the ceiling. Overall, though, I'm happy with the purchase, with the exception of paying extra to have it painted and then having the paint peel off when after shipping and having to tear them apart. Really bad. For as much money, you think they could put a thin sheet of something in between the panels. That's my big complaint, though. Installing them was easy, no problem. Including the stuff that they sent to do the installation. So overall, I give them a 4 out of 5. If they would just figure out how to ship these where the paint doesn't come off when you separate them, it'd be a great install. So I recommend them. And if you have questions, leave me a comment down below, and I'm happy to answer it. And hope you come back. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for whatever you do. And if you didn't do anything, thanks for that too. Okay, that got weird. Daddy's making a YouTube video!